What is up, everybody? We are here with the final four from Yes Chef. We are here with Lee, Emily, Jake, and Chef Zane, who is driving. I love it. Um, where are you driving to?
Back to like Los Angeles area.
Okay, I love it. Emily, did you expect this to be the final four going into it?
I mean, these three were on my radar from the beginning. So the fact we made it to Final Four was pretty awesome. Probably, this is a tight group of people that we really bonded with each other. So being together in the Final Four is pretty amazing.
Jake, how do you feel about the final four? Who do you think's gonna win the show?
Um, so I love the Final Four that we have. I did not expect to be here. I was just trying not to go home first, and look where we are now. I got my money on Lee right now.
Mm. Lee,
Uh,
tell us about when Katsuji left. I'm sure that was a big relief for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I can't say much about it. That's Katsuji's story to tell, but I think it changed the dynamic of the show. I think it brought um, some good authenticity to the show rather than just this poking and prodding, drama-filled thing, which maybe is what some people want to watch, but wasn't really why most of us signed up. So, sad to see him go. Hope he's doing well, but
For sure.
only one winner.
This is true. Chef Zane, do you feel like you have what it takes to win?
um, I think going into it, I didn't know. This is my first ever competition. I've never competed in any cooking shows like this or anything like that. So this was new territory for me. So I walked in a little nervous. First episode, I wasn't as loud as you hear me now.
Mm.
So I was a little nervous, but every week I grew a little bit more confidence and I just kept showing myself, look, you can really do it. You can put these flavors together and it's shocking these judges' palates. And, I had my ups and my downs, but I think I'm feeling really strong at the place that I'm at right now. So, um, yeah, I don't think mentally I'm in a really good place. And I can be my biggest critic, and that's it.
Yeah. Let's talk about Martha and Jose.
Ooh.
Jake, Emily, maybe you guys want to answer, like, who do you think was a tougher judge, and how did you adapt to learning how to like play with them and bounce off of them throughout the time on the show?
I think that Martha might have been the tougher judge. It seemed like Jose was just happy to be eating food that wasn't made by himself. We got great feedback from each of the judges. But Martha was definitely a little bit more harsh with her comments.
Emily?
Uh, I completely agree. I think Martha doesn't hold back. So she was very clear what she liked, she didn't like. And I mean, she's got a great palette. So, but it was really fun because Jose also on a different spectrum, coming from different backgrounds, different flavor profiles, different everything between the two of them. So um, Jose took Martha's lead a lot of the time, but he expected a lot of us. So like looking at him as like, the kind of chef he is, um, when he would tell somebody like Jake or myself, like you can do better, it was almost like, yeah, I should have done more. Like it was that idea of like, uh-oh, we're disappointing him. So it wasn't that he was harsh, it was like disappointment coming from ourselves that we didn't do enough for him.
Mm. Lee, how did you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just reiterating what they said. Martha was definitely, I mean, look, it's Martha Stewart, right? Like she literally could say whatever the hell she wants, and who the hell's gonna look at Martha Stewart and say, "Don't say that"? You know what I mean? She definitely was a tough judge. She's very funny though. Jose, even though she was the tougher judge, I think for me personally, Jose was the more intimidating judge to cook for. It's not that I didn't want to impress Martha Stewart, but I think as a chef, I wanted to impress Jose more. I mean, obviously, I wanted to impress both of them. I think again, personally, I held Jose's comments on my food with a little more weight than hers, whether that's right or wrong. It just kind of how I personally took it all. But they're fun and they're funny. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jake, can you give us like a little tease on what's gonna happen next week?
Next week's gonna be a real interesting episode. The monkey wrenches don't stop coming. Um, we'll see a few of our friends back in the kitchen. But I don't think I can go too much further than that.
Yeah, I'm sure I can't get much out of y'all, but I'm gonna at least try before I let you go. So Chef Zane, tell us what we can expect from the rest of the season.
I can tell you that y'all can expect 4 very focused chefs. We all individually have our plan, and I think once we made it to the top 4, we all kind of sat back and took some deep breaths and said, okay, we've made it here, and this is a big deal. This has been our goal. We all shook on this. We all said this is going to be our final 4, and we spoke it into existence, and we made it happen. So I think at this point, we're just mentally ready, getting ourselves focused, and we're pushing. We're pushing hard. And just like Lee said, at the end of the day, our goal is to send everybody else home. And as much as we, have love for each other now, it's straight back to business.
Mm. All right, Emily, what do you want to leave us with?
More and more intense and better food. And from the 4 of us, you're just going to see exactly who we are, our drive and our determination, and our flavor profiles.
Well, I can't wait to see what happens. I wish you all good luck, and thank you guys so much for chatting.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Zach. Thank you.
Bye.